Alright, Cowboys Nation, hold on to your hats because this news is shaking up everything you thought you knew about the Dallas Cowboys quarterback situation. Former Detroit Lions QB Jared Goff has just signed with the Cowboys, and man, this move is absolutely sending shockwaves through the NFL world. This is not just a minor signing, this is a strategic shift that could have massive implications for the Cowboys' future. If you thought the offseason was already full of excitement, you haven't seen anything yet because this development could alter the entire trajectory of Dallas' Super Bowl aspirations. And let's be honest, after all the years of near misses and playoff heartbreak, the Cowboys are clearly on a mission to get over that hump and into championship territory. So, what exactly does Jared Goff bring to the table? And why is this move so significant? Buckle up because we're about to break down everything you need to know. Let's start by looking at Goff's career and how he's been able to turn his story around. Drafted as the first overall pick in 2016 by the Los Angeles Rams, Goff came into the league with a lot of expectations. He was considered a raw but highly talented quarterback, and after a rough start in LA, he managed to find his rhythm under head coach Sean McVay. In just a few short seasons, Goff led the Rams to a Super Bowl appearance in 2019, cementing himself as one of the top quarterbacks in the league. However, things took a turn when Goff was traded to the Detroit Lions, a team that was undergoing its own rebuilding phase. Initially, Goff struggled to find consistency in Detroit, but over the past few seasons, he's quietly put together a solid body of work. Last season, Goff threw for over 4,500 yards, 29 touchdowns, and just 7 interceptions, leading the Lions to a playoff appearance. That's a huge achievement, especially considering the Lions' recent history of mediocrity. Now, here's the big question: why the Cowboys? Well, the Cowboys have one of the most explosive offenses in the NFL. They have a top-tier offensive line, one of the most talented wide receiver groups in the league, shout out to CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, and the newly acquired Brandon Cooks, and a running back in Tony Pollard who can break off big runs at any moment. Adding Jared Goff to this mix makes so much sense. Goff is a guy who thrives when he's surrounded by talent, and the Cowboys have more than enough weapons to help him succeed. Goff is known for his ability to read defenses and make quick, precise throws. He doesn't rely on scrambling or playing outside the pocket, which means he could be the perfect fit for a Cowboys offense that's built on solid protection and getting the ball to playmakers in space. But hold up, because things just got a whole lot more interesting. The signing of Goff immediately puts pressure on Dak Prescott. Now, don't get me wrong, Dak is still the leader of this team, and he's earned that spot with his years of service and his leadership on and off the field. But adding a quarterback with Goff's skill set, experience, and pedigree to the roster creates some real competition. Goff isn't coming to Dallas just to be a backup, he's coming to compete for playing time. And let's be real, Dak Prescott has had his fair share of ups and downs over the years. While Dak has had some great moments, particularly during the regular season, he's faced a lot of criticism for his performances in the postseason. Whether it's been turnovers, missed opportunities, or just an inability to execute in crunch time, there are plenty of questions surrounding Dak's ability to take the Cowboys to the next level. This is where Goff comes in. Goff has the playoff experience that Prescott has been lacking. He's been to the Super Bowl, and while he didn't win it, he's proven he can perform at a high level under pressure. Goff could provide the push that Dak needs to take his game to another level and finally get over the postseason hump. And here's another thing: competition at the quarterback position is never a bad thing. When you have two quarterbacks competing for the starting role, it creates a sense of urgency that's bound to elevate the performance of both players. We saw this with teams like the New England Patriots when Tom Brady and Jimmy Garoppolo were on the same roster. Healthy competition can lead to better overall team performance. Having Goff in the mix means that Prescott has to perform at his absolute best to retain his job, and that can only be a good thing for the Cowboys. We've seen how Dak responds when people doubt him. He's had to prove himself before, and he's more than capable of stepping up when the stakes are high. But at the same time, if Dak falters, Goff is more than capable of stepping in and running the offense smoothly. This isn't a situation where the Cowboys are looking for a savior at quarterback. It's a situation where they now have multiple quarterbacks who can get the job done. Let's dive deeper into Goff's style of play and what he brings to the table that might differ from Doc. Goff is known for being a pocket passer with excellent footwork, solid mechanics, and the ability to make deep throws with accuracy. He's also a quick decision maker, which is crucial in today's fast-paced NFL. The Cowboys have a strong offensive line that's capable of providing Goff with the protection he needs to operate efficiently in the pocket. And when you combine that with the weapons at his disposal, Goff could easily put up impressive numbers in Dallas. With a receiving core that features one of the league's most talented wideouts in CeeDee Lamb and a revamped deep threat in Brandon Cooks, Goff has the opportunity to thrive in this system. We've seen him make pinpoint throws down the field, and with a talented offensive coordinator like Mike McCarthy calling the plays, the Cowboys' offense could become even more dangerous than it already is. But let's not forget about the long-term outlook here. Jared Goff's contract with the Cowboys is a 3-year, $78 million deal, which is relatively reasonable given his experience and talent. The Cowboys have the cap space to make this work, and this contract could give Goff the chance to prove himself in a new system while also allowing the Cowboys to hedge their bets in case things don't work out with Prescott. This gives Dallas flexibility in their quarterback situation without putting themselves in a difficult financial spot. If Prescott continues to struggle or if injuries become an issue, the Cowboys know they have a proven commodity in Goff who can step in and keep things moving. On the flip side, if Prescott remains healthy and continues to play at a high level, having Goff as a backup means that the Cowboys won't miss a beat should something happen to Doc. This is the kind of depth that championship teams are built on, and it's something the Cowboys have been lacking for years. In terms of team dynamics, bringing in Goff signals to the entire locker room that the Cowboys are all in on winning now. Jerry Jones and the front office have been building a Super Bowl caliber roster for several seasons, and this move is the latest example of that commitment. The Cowboys have been knocking on the door of a championship for years, and now, with a proven quarterback in Goff, they're giving themselves the best possible chance to break through. The talent is there, the offensive line, the receivers, the running backs, the defense, all of it is in place for a deep playoff run. What the Cowboys have been missing is that final piece at quarterback that can lead them to the promised land. Is Dak Prescott that guy? Or could Goff end up being the key to unlocking the team's full potential? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure, the Cowboys' quarterback room just got a lot more interesting. Looking at the broader picture, this signing could completely change the narrative surrounding the Cowboys. For years, Dallas has been stuck in the almost their zone, a team that has all the talent in the world but falls short in the postseason. But now, with Goff in the fold, they have the chance to make a real run at the Super Bowl. This is the kind of move that shows the Cowboys are serious about winning, and it also sends a message to the rest of the NFL: don't sleep on Dallas. With a loaded roster and a quarterback competition that could drive both Doc and Goff to play their best football, the Cowboys are primed for greatness. In conclusion, Jared Goff joining the Dallas Cowboys is a seismic move that has the potential to change the course of the franchise. It provides the Cowboys with a backup plan, a possible future starter, and a fresh dynamic in the quarterback room. Whether Goff is the starter or not, his presence will push Dak Prescott to elevate his game, and that's exactly what this team needs. This is a team that's hungry for a Super Bowl, and adding Goff to the mix is just the latest step in that pursuit. The Cowboys are going all in, and they're putting the pieces in place to make a championship run. Will Goff be the key to taking this team over the top? Only time will tell, but I'm beyond excited to see how it all plays out. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think Goff will thrive in Dallas? Or will Doc continue to be the guy to lead this team? Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more Cowboys news as we get closer to the season. Thanks for watching, and as always, we'll catch you in the next one.